Hello, this is Phoebe Flower. Today I will be talking about absence of separation and otherness. In order to enjoy the world, we have to be separate from it. If we aren't separated in essence and ideas, can we understand others then? Let's discover. Are you tired of feeling disconnected from others? What if the source of your suffering is the very idea of separation? The one that's needed to feel the others? I will explore a groundbreaking perspective on understanding otherness and fostering genuine connection. Let me make a confession before I begin. I used to struggle with feeling like I was always on the outside looking in. It wasn't until I understood the role of otherness with the help of my husband that I began to experience true connection. So let's go ahead and see what is wrong with the idea of otherness and the absence of connection. Imagine a world where you see the humanity in everyone, regardless of their differences. But how can we break down the barriers of otherness and unlock a deeper level of understanding and connection with the world around us when we need to separate the world to know that it even exists? We are, after all, individuals. We are unique and bond over commonalities. No two person is the exact same. Even identical twins are different. They might share a special bond. It is kind of like quantum entanglement. No matter the distance between two people or particles, they influence each other regardless. So, and I think it's even seen in mother and children. So then what of the others? What if there is no mother, children, or family friend bond? What if someone is a total stranger? Now, let's outline otherness to understand why we can't connect with the strangers. The root of otherness is through thought. We are all interconnected, but we often perceive ourselves as separate entities because we have to. The sense of separation creates us versus them mentality. This can lead to prejudice, discrimination, and conflict. It's only natural. Again, the illusion of separation is needed to experience anything. Our minds create categories and labels to make sense of the world. These categories reinforce our perception of separation. Every time we learn something new, we produce a new bucket to house that idea. The more we know, the more separated we are from the others. We then find people who have buckets with similar stuff as us. Because no matter how knowledgeable, successful you are, you want like minded people to not feel alone. When we can't find such people, we project our fears and insecurities onto others, leading to misunderstanding. So, how do we break down these barriers? We can do that by cultivating empathy and understanding through active listening. Um, Challenge your assumptions and biases, agree to disagree civilly. Don't approach someone with an answer in your head. Although it can be hard, we love to have an idea of a solution to every problem and then go asking around to see if it matches our assumption. Be open to others' perspective, recognize the shared humanity we all have. Um, Bring compassion in action. Practice act of kindness even to those who are different from us. It is very hard to do that. I find it hard because of my conditioning. Every time I meet someone new, the first thing that pops in my head is, can they harm me? you know. And kindness sometimes in today's digital world means moving along and not saying anything. Don't troll, don't be compelled to comment. And if you must engage in meaningful dialogue with those who hold different perspectives, create a world where everyone feels valued and respected. The only difference, even when you have difference in opinion, because the only difference between us and the animal world is our civility. We also compete, but with sophistication. We also fight for what is ours, but by using law and court and not our two hands and weapons. Um, so by embracing our interconnectedness, we can build a more peaceful and just world, working towards a future where everyone feels a sense of belonging, recognizing that we are all part of the same human family. And if someone is bent on being ugly, cut them off. Cut them off from your life. You don't need such negativity. Let's discuss the role of AI in otherness because AI is all over the place. In everything we touch, there's AI. My washing machine, which I bought like, I don't know, 4 years ago, I just today noticed the AI cycle is complete. This message was there on the display on my washing machine, and I never noticed it. I was like, the hell? It's just washing the clothes. But anyway, AI systems are trained on biased data and could perpetuate harmful stereotypes because AI learns from us. The ethical implications of AI powered facial recognition and its potential for bias is big. It's huge because it is essentially teaching AI how to discriminate and then, uh, bucket everyone differently based on their appearance and then not discriminate. Because that's what we do in this world. That's what we teach our children. We first tell them, oh, that they are different from you, but it's okay, accept them. So I think the first step itself is wrong. If AI was taught not to see color or features, wouldn't that have been a better approach? I mean, there's a need for ethical frameworks for AI development to prevent the amplification of existing societal biases. Is that going to happen? I don't know. Not if AI beings are created to look sexy and in a certain way. Have you seen the AI beings or AI personas online and videos where they make AI exactly like humans? They are even talking like humans, but they are all made to look nice, you know? So I don't know. I mean, there's a cognitive process behind categorization, and it happens naturally in humans. Babies are known to favor people who look nice, but babies still like their parents more than anyone, no matter how they look. So AI could be taught to not categorize people based on appearance. Then there is the danger of, relying solely on algorithms to make decisions in AI about individuals, because that's what it does. It takes the algorithm. Whichever is favorable must be right, or whichever is trending must be right. There's a huge potential for AI to exacerbate existing societal divides by reinforcing pre-existing biases because its learning pool is the same as us. There is an absolute need for the role of um, human-centered design in developing AI systems that promote inclusivity and empathy and encouraging diverse perspectives and experiences in AI research and development. That's also needed. Um, as humans, we love to show how much better we are, how much more we know, but we must do so amiably and extend the same to AI development. I can only hope that the role of ethical AI development practices, including data collection, model training and algorithm design is being used in mitigating bias and promoting fairness. I don't know. I can only hope. But then again, who is creating AI? Humans. And human nature has remained the same since time immemorial. How can we expect the fruit to fall far from the tree? If we cannot acknowledge the world without separating ourselves, how can AI? But otherness is not to say we are better than them or than the others or vice versa. It is simply to enjoy and appreciate the variety in creation. This is BB Flower signing off.